Hey everyone, my name is Melanie. Welcome to Furniture Recreated. Here is the table I will be working on today. Since I'm taking the legs off, I want to number the legs and the table. That way you just avoid any confusion when you're putting the legs back on, just in case they're just a little bit different. This table is really well made. It's solid oak, but with any furniture you have for a really long time, there's going to be some repairs, nothing big. Then I sanded with my 120 grit, then went to my 220, and after that I hand sanded with 400 grit. I'm using a chocolate brown again, and after the first coat I used that finishing pad in between coats. And I think I put on 3 coats and came back and touched up here and there. And after everything I do, I always use the finishing pads because it just makes it so nice and smooth. There is no need for top coat for the painted areas because the paint has top coat in it, so I don't have to worry about that. After 30 days, everything that's painted will be cured and protected. All I have to do on the apron part of the table is scuff sand it because I will be painting that as well. And what I mean by scuff sand is really just sanding off the finish so that the paint will adhere to the wood. Before I start painting the apron, I want to make sure I get all the little cobwebs and dust out from the corners of the table. I made the choice to put the legs back on after they were done so that I could finish the top. Now, if you don't want to do that, then you're going to have to find something to put that tabletop on in order for you to finish the top. I don't have such a table, not one that's big enough, and that would just take up so much room. So I just went ahead and put the legs back on and had Phil help me flip it back over again. In case you're wondering what the table is sitting on right now, it's on a dolly, and on the dolly we have a board that we can change depending on the size of the piece I'm working on, and that way I can easily move it around. I got the dolly at Harbor Freight. It was very cheap. All in all, a really good idea. Most of the materials I use in this video you can find in the description box below, along with a link to where you can purchase them. And it's a good time to tell you I am an affiliate with Amazon, so if you click on one of those links, I will get credit for that. I realized when I touched the top of the table that I could do this two different ways. I could strip the table, or I could use my carbide scraper and pull that finish off, because there were many coats of finish on this, and I did not want to have to sand that. Yep, there it is. The carbide scraper is really handy, and oak is probably the best wood to do this on. You're probably thinking, wait a minute, you're putting a metal tool onto wood and you're scraping it? Yep, if you do it with the grain, and yes, you have to press very hard. It's quite a workout, but it takes the finish off, and that's it. If you don't feel like you want to do that, then you can strip it. I don't recommend sanding that type of finish when it's so thick. It's just going to gum up your sander and really create more problems. I did the majority of the scraping of the finish, and then I went back and sanded off the rest with my orbital sander. There is a leaf to this table that you saw me painting just a minute ago, and I thought the easiest way to refinish this part was to put it in the middle where it belongs. That way you're kind of doing it all at once, so everything matches. You know, when you're scraping it all off and when you're sanding, you just tend to do it all the same way when it's right there. I didn't want to do it separately and find out I did a little differently. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it makes sense to me. The stain that my client wanted was something dark, and I recommended Java. It's really a nice stain by General Finishes. It's a gorgeous color. I am putting mineral spirits on the table so that it will help to absorb the stain a little bit better. The one time you really need to do that is with pine, because pine is not as absorbent. It's not the best wood for stain. You can stain pine, but you should probably condition it first. And it doesn't hurt to condition all your wood before you stain, and you can do that with mineral spirits. When that dries, I will put probably 4 or 5 coats of polyurethane to protect the top. Thank you for being here. Good luck on your next project, and I will see you next time.
You can do it.
Hey, thanks for watching my video. You can find more videos like this one on my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a moment and do that now. You're helping me out a whole lot, and it doesn't cost you a thing. Thanks.